often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking long for Thomas. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for KC. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Now talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. McCaffrey will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
And that is wide to the left and no good, but there are multiple flags on the field. Now, I think this drive is going to stay alive. Another extra point opportunity here. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle they go with Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brendan, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. DK Metcalf, 49 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit, what's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Mahomes going to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Dddddd charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Mahomes now to throw. This goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Off play action, Fields. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Fields. Forced out to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Back to throw. Fields steps away to his left. The ball comes out, and that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Henry is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Raheem Mostert from 3 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they have really gotten after him in this 1st half. He's been on the run throughout. And you can imagine he just might have some words for his linemen come halftime.
Now it's Mahomes again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great...
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Marquise Bell in on that stop. 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to come up a few yards short at first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind, they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. They'll try and throw for it here. It's caught inside the 25. And they do finally get him at the 12. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Able to slither by. He's to the 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Over the middle here to Brown. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Mahomes will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Fields now to throw. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. They'll try the right side with Henry. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, here's Fields. Buying time to his left. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. To throw is Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting... And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Dancing to his left. This is caught by Evans. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Mostert trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped. At the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point. And it could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Fields. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the... And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Marquise Bell.
And he is going to get this one